Hey everybody, this is Jennifer Priest, and I want to welcome you to a crafty hangout. This month, duct tape is our sponsor, and I got some really cool holiday duct tape projects to share with you. We're going to do a traditional bow made with glitter duct tape. So this is a really fun project to do. An upcycled gift bag from Starbucks, some gift tags like this fun little guy here made with duct tape, and a like holiday floral decoration. Jazz. All right, so I'm going to switch to my other camera so that you can see what I'm doing. Duct tape is really cool because, as you probably have noticed in the craft store, there's all different types of duct tape now. It's not just the silver industrial colored duct tape. All right, so the first project I want to share with you is the gift bow. And I want to tell you a little bit about some of the things that you're going to need if you are working with duct tape. Duct tape, you don't really need other adhesive. You can just use the duct tape itself. And the duct tape is going to come on a roll like this one. There's also glitter duct tape that is like a clear tape with glitter on it. There's also designs like these fun little holiday ones. This is like Christmas trees. And then this one here is some cute little like owls. So you could do journals, all kinds of fun gift things with these. And the other thing I like are the sheets of duct tape. So these are really cool because you can put them in your die cutting machine and cut things out of them like words, or you can run them through like a manual die cutting machine and it will cut out shapes, or you can use these to cover large areas at a time. I'm going to set these to the side here. You can see all my little duct tape stuff. Now we are having a giveaway over at Crafty Hangouts. I will put the link in the description, and if I remember, I will put it in the annotations, so you can just click it here in the video if you're watching the playback. All right, so some of the tools that you're going to need for duct tape is, I like to use a non-stick craft mat or like a rotary cutting mat that has a grid. This way it's easy to measure things. And then some non-stick scissors and a non-stick craft knife. These are going to be your best friends because you can cut all kinds of things with your duct tape without having it stick to your tools, and that makes stuff really, really nice. If you have a metal edge ruler, that's also a really good tool. Okay, so to do the this bow, you're going to need 2 different colors of Duck Brand tape. And what I did is I used, for this one, I used the gold glitter tape with the red duct tape on the inside. So I don't know if you guys can kind of see this. There's a little bit of red in there if you kind of look inside. I didn't want to use the glitter tape inside because I only had a limited amount of that, and I wanted that to really shine. And you can see you don't really see the inside color, but the red does give some contrast. So for my next bow, I used the silver glitter tape and some green duct tape. Now what you want to do is, of your silver tape, you need to cut 2 pieces of each length of a 10.5-inch strip, 9.5-inch strip, and then this one is my 8.5-inch strip. So you need 2 of each of those to make the one bow. Now you'll have some leftovers and you can make a crazy bow with all your leftovers later. So I just measured it out on my grid here and then used my craft knife to cut the strip. Now it's sticky on the other side, so what I need to do is back it with my other color of duct tape. So you're going to peel this off and peel a length of duct tape. And then I'm going to use my pinky finger to kind of hold this strip down because it's staticky. So you can see I kind of have my pinky finger on the strip that's on the table. And then I'm going to use my other pinky finger to hold this side of the strip down. And I'm going to take my silver and press it to my green. Now the silver, the glitter duct tape is slightly smaller than the regular duct tape. The regular duct tape's a little bit wider. I'm just going to cut this off with my non-stick scissors right at the end. And there you can see they didn't stick at all. And then I have this little strip of sticky from the green that I need to trim off. So again, I'm going to use my scissors to just trim that little strip. All right, next you're going to take each of these strips and you're going to cut them in half. And in the interest of time, I've already done 2 of the 10.5-inch strips, 2 of the 9.5-inch strips, and then I did 1 of the 8.5-inch strips, and this is the other strip. Now I have an extra piece. I'm going to put that aside. You basically need 3 strips of each length. So I have my 3 10.5 ones, my 3 9.5, and then I have 2 of the 8.5-inch strips. Now what you're going to do is take your tape, and I'm going to move this so you can see a little bit better, and you're going to fold it like a gift bow. So the color that you want to show needs to be on the top of the point here. So you're going to fold each side around, kind of like a figure 8 almost. And then you can just use more duct tape to join this together. You want to join the seam in the middle together. Let me cut a little strip off of here. And then you want those points to be pretty pointy. So you don't want it to be like kind of wide like this. You want them to be, you want to kind of make everything so that your ends are pointed. So once I have that where I want it, use another couple little pieces of green duct tape here to secure it in place. And now the rest, this is ready to go. So I'm going to start assembling from the largest pieces. These are the 10.5-inch strips. I'm going to take this little scrap of duct tape I have here and cut it into pieces so that I can use that during this process. So you're just going to take your duct tape and you can roll it into a little strip here. Let me get some more of this. You can either staple these together or you can glue them together with the duct tape. All right, you probably want. Okay. So you're going to take your little strips and make it into a loop so that the sticky is on the outside. You know, like you would do tape. Whoops, like you do tape to stick something on the wall. And you're going to start layering your pieces. So you'll put that in the middle of one of these, and then put the next one next to it, forming kind of an X. Then you'll make another little loop, and then kind of finish off the base of your little bow there. And just keep repeating, adding your little loops to the middle, and you're just going to keep kind of following that same pattern around. Like I'm going counterclockwise on this one. So as I add each little link, I'm going to rotate it counterclockwise from the previous one. And this is just a cool way to make your gifts look different and unique instead of just using like those El Cheapo bows from the store. So you'll just keep adding and adding, and then here's the fun part where we get to the very end. Now I'm going to take one of these strips that I had that was extra. I'm going to cut about a 3-inch loop, and I'll take a little square of this duct tape I have here and loop this around on itself. And then take a strip of this duct tape and put a little loop on the back and stick that down in the middle. And there you have it, another fun, crazy duct tape bow. And these are the ones that you're going to want to keep off the gift from year to year and reuse them. And this is just, your kids can make this. You could do this at school with the kids at the school. You can do this with your little craft group. It's super fun and easy. All right, so now that I have my gift bows made, I'm going to set those guys aside. I don't need all the rest of this. I'm going to get rid of all this extra duct tape that I don't need on here. Now, one thing you can do with your extra pieces of duct tape that I started doing is I got these little wood trees at Michael's, and they were like $1.99, I think. And I just took the scraps of my duct tape that was from other projects and just started putting it on there in a fun geometric pattern. You could use these as place card holders for Christmas dinner, or arrange a set of them on your mantle if you wanted to. However you want to do it, but it's kind of fun to take your little duct tape pieces, because we end up with lots of little pieces, and kind of stick them in a geometric pattern onto something else. Flip those guys over. I got to keep peeling up all my little pieces here now. I don't need these. So I do like the mat because when you stick the duct tape to it, it still stays sticky. So you can measure and cut it and do all the things you need to do, but you don't have to worry about it losing its stickiness. Right, I don't need these two either. Okay, so the next thing I want to share with you is how I did this flower pot. So I actually just got this on clearance at Target for $4 earlier today, and it had some scuff marks on the this side. So I took the duct tape and cut it into strips, and then I cut those strips in half and put them onto the wood. Now what's nice about this is metallic is really, really in, and people are doing a lot of stuff with spray paint and metallics, but this is something that you could do with the kids. And if you're pregnant too, because like you don't want to be using spray paint if you have a health problem. You have to do it out in a open area. So like if you live in a city, you might not be able to go and find an open area to do your spray paint. So this is a great way to add the metallic touch to things without having to get spray paint involved. So here what I did is I cut strips of duct tape, and I just started putting them onto the side of my project. So I have the strip here, and I'm just putting it down. Kind of got to look at it. And I'm letting it hang off the edges. And the reason for that is I can trim those edges later. So I do need a little bit more of the gold duct tape. So what I did is I measured this. It's about 4 1/4 inches. I'm going to take my duct tape and set it on my craft mat and count 1, 2, 3, 4 inches. And then it was about 1/4. So I'm going to cut it about half, and then I can trim that. Next, I'm just going to cut a little strip of the duct tape because that's all that I need for this project. All right, then I'm going to turn it over. And I know this part is a little bit hard to see, but I'm going to just press my flower pot down, my little flower box down, and cut the duct tape with the craft knife. And do the same here on the bottom. And you do want to be really careful with the craft knife because they are super sharp. And again, on the other side, I want to trim that excess duct tape off. And there you have a fun way to add metallic details to your vases and holiday decor. So you could totally do this like on a glass vase from the dollar store, make stripes on it. You don't have to use a wood one. I just happen to find this one with the flowers already in it, and this would look really cute on my entryway table, or like on a coffee table too. Okay, so the next thing is I want to share with you how to take a gift bag, or actually a shopping bag, and turn it into a gift bag. So this is actually a Starbucks bag that I got this morning when I went to Starbucks, and I've covered half of it with duct tape. So I covered the side with duct tape, and then I also did like a chevron pattern here on the front. Now I'm going to cover this side with it. I'll show you that on the video, and then I'm going to do stripes on the other side. So the side is a little bit hard to work on. So what I did is I took my gold duct tape. Let me move this strip because I don't need him right now. And I laid my bag out so that I could see how much duct tape I needed. And then I just used kind of the grid on the table to line everything up so that I cut enough duct tape. And you can see I don't cut totally straight, it's fine. Alright, next you're going to kind of want to flatten your bag, the side of your bag out just a little bit. And you're just going to start at one side. And following the edge of the bag, you'll press your tape down flat. Now the sides are the hardest part to do. You kind of put your hand inside the bag to press on it. And you might get some creases, and that's okay. Alright, so I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Follow the edge of the bag, and then kind of press from the inside as well. Now I have this little strip here in the middle that doesn't have any duct tape, and what I did is I took a strip of silver of the same length and I cut it in half, and I used half on the other side, and then I saved this half to use here. So just going to center that up, and again press. And what's nice is because the duct tape is flexible, this easily folds right back up. Now if you have tape hanging over the edge here, you could kind of gently fold it over, or you can use your scissors to trim that off. Alright, now for the back. So for the back, I am just going to do stripes. I'm going to take my duct tape, and I'm going to start in the middle and go down. And for this, I'm just going to use my scissors to trim. And what's nice is this is a free bag. Like, I don't know about you, but I go to Starbucks all the time, or I go to different stores that give you these kind of nicer bags. And I don't like to throw them away. So this is a good way to kind of upcycle them into a gift bag that you can use lots of times. Like maybe we'll take our lunch in one of these and then it's kind of shot, but you can even make this a lunch bag with duct tape. Just use like the pattern duct tape, that would be super cute. Okay, now you could do this with the pattern duct tape, you could do it with this shiny duct tape, or even with the glitter duct tape. So I'm just going to keep covering. All right, now I have to do my sides, and because those are small, I'm going to lay my duct tape on the table and cut it. So again, I'll kind of use the bag to measure this out. And then cut it in half-ish. Stick that down. All right, so now that that's all covered, what I need to do is cover the bottom. So I'll just use some more of the gold. Stick it on. Cut it. And cut that in straight. Stick it down again. Oops. And then one last strip here on the bottom. Whoops. Now, all next week, there's going to be lots of videos from all the different people from Crafty Hangouts who are going to be doing Hangouts for duct tape. So I hope that you watch those, and make sure you visit my website. I will put a link in the description. Visit my blog to enter the giveaway. They always do great giveaways for Crafty Hangouts. Okay, so here's my gift bag, totally ready to give, and sparkly and festive. I could give it as a gift to whoever. So the thing, I could also use one of my cute little bows here on my gift bag as well. Now, the thing this gift bag needs is a gift tag, and you can totally make that with duct tape as well. So this one, I used a chipboard in the middle because I wanted it to be sturdy, and I stamped on it with a solvent-based ink. And then on the back, I wrote with a permanent marker my to and from. So, and then I just put a little hole in a string so you could tie this onto your gift. So let me show you how to make the gift tag. Now here's another version that I did that's red and green. And you could use whatever stamps. I actually just got this stamp today at Michael's. They're having a sale, buy one, get one half off. So I totally couldn't pass that up. All right, so what you need is a piece of chipboard cut to 3x4. And then you can either do stripes horizontally, stripes vertically, or you can do these little horizontal stripes that I did. So I'm going to go ahead and start with one piece of duct tape, and I'm just going to go diagonally here on my chipboard piece. And I'm going to just start one corner of the tape to the other corner of the tape. And this is going to be kind of my baseline piece. So I'm going to do this one with red and white stripes. And since the tag is 4 inches long, the diameter, not the diameter, the hypotenuse is the diagonal is a little bit longer than that. So I'm going to measure out about 6 inches of red. Actually, my red doesn't need to be that long. I'll measure about 5 inches of red, and then my white is going to be longer. So this one I'm going to do like candy striped. Now you can take this little green label off your duct tape if you want. I don't like it on there. Or you can leave it on so then you can remember what exact color you had got. So this one I'm going to do about 6 inches long. And then I just eyeball it, but you can use a ruler to cut these in half. And I just take my piece now and go across the middle here. And then do my next piece. And then this one I can cut it off. So to trim it, you just turn it over and use a craft knife. And then you can use the scraps to keep filling in. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to have a tiny little bit of red that I need there. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it over. And again, with your scraps, you could stick them on your little wood trees here to make like a geometric tree pattern if you wanted, or onto a little chipboard or something like that. You don't have to throw these little bits away. Put in your art journal. All right, so I'm just going to trim this with a craft knife. And the scissor and craft knife and the mat I'm using are from Westcott. They do make really good nonstick stuff. Okay, so now that my tag is done, you'll want to also do your duct tape on the back side. You're going to take one side and cut a corner. And the tag, the corner was like this, so I'm going to flip that corner over and put it on the other side of the tag, and then use my craft knife to kind of cut a line that I can then use my scissors to cut, so my tag is symmetrical. And then I'll go ahead and punch a hole. And the ink that I used is a solvent-based ink. It's from ClearSnap. It's called Colorbox Surfaces. And I probably need to re-ink it just a tidbit. And I'm going to take my fun new stamp that I just got. Ink it up real good. And stamp it right here on the front of my tag. And that's going to be permanent. So what's nice about duct tape is you could doodle on it with like a Sharpie or a permanent marker, or you could stamp on it with solvent ink and it will stay totally permanent. So this is a fun way to make gift tags. You could totally get the kids involved in this. All right, I'm going to switch my camera back now. Okay, so thank you for joining me for this crafty hangout this month. I hope that you enjoyed these projects, like the fun little gift tags that I made with duct tape and ink, this cool little gift bow. These are super fun and easy, and I will put the measurements for them in the description. And also a gift bag, taking a Starbucks bag and upcycling it to a fun and trendy gift bag that you can use over and over. And also a way to dress up your holiday decorations without having to use spray paint. So this is a totally safe way for you to do decorating and get that cool metallic look on your holiday project. So thanks so much for joining me. Be sure to hit up the craftyhangouts.com website and enter our giveaway. Also, you can follow all the duct tape hangouts by using hashtag DuctTapeHOA. Hit that subscribe button and please hit the like button for me. If you like this video, also leave me a comment and tell me what you thought, what you want to see more of, and if you needed any more directions on these projects. Thanks again to Duct Tape for sponsoring. This was super fun and I had a blast. Bye.